Hi, neighbors. It's your girl, Fenyx Blue, sharing lyrics, lessons, and lifestyle with you. Today, I am interviewing Miss Debra Turner-Ray. Let's go and enjoy this day. Let go. Hello, True Blues. This is Fenyx Blue with Fenyx Blue Ink, and I have a special guest today. I have Miss Debra Turner-Ray, author and wonderful woman, who is going to tell us her story and let us know a little bit about her art. So, before we can even get to the books, I want to know about you. So, could you tell me a little bit about your author journey and how did you even become the author that you are, Miss Turner-Ray?
Well, thank you so much for having me. And I started in 2010 when my husband and I joined the ministry, and the first lady said, "I need you to write a play." I said, "Oh, I don't do that." And she said, "Yes, you do." And so I wrote it.
Hmm.
Then she came back and she said, "I want you to write me a poem." I said, "Oh, I don't do that." And she said, "Yes, you do." And
Wow.
so I said, "Okay, all right." So that's what I did. And that started the journey. That started the journey with the writing.
She
And
saw
I've been,
something in you. She saw
yeah,
something in you that you didn't even see.
I didn't see it. I did not see it. My son was a poet. And well, he is a poet, but I always just figured he got it from his father. I never thought he got it from me because I had never done it before. So this was just a journey. This has just been exciting. It really has.
That is wonderful. So that means you a playwright and a poet, and
Hmm.
so a writer of all sorts. But in our group, in the Facebook group, we like to call ourselves the Blue Writing Group, right? So blue
Right.
meaning bold, loving, unapologetic, and evolving. And I would like to ask you, which of those words most represents who you are?
Evolving. Because I am still evolving. There are still so many things that I want to do and be a part of as far as writing is concerned. And it's like I am still evolving in writing. So I just love the idea of the evolving. I do. That's
That's
me.
that's great, right? So you're coming even further than where you've already been. I love that. That's awesome.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So for the writers that are out there, we have some people who want to be an author like you, but there are also people who are already writers, but they still need some tips. They need, that one tip that would help them along in the journey. So what would be
Hmm.
the one tip, if you could give one tip to us, what would that be for a future writer or a current writer?
Get somewhere quiet and just sit and the words will come. If you allow God to just lead you in this journey, because that's why I think this journey for me is never ending because I'm allowing him to lead me. And when I write, I sit and I wait and I listen. And he said, "My sheep will know my voice."
Hmm. Yes.
So I just sit and just listen. My sister-in-law said to me a long time ago, she said, "When you write, that's your love affair with God."
Whew. Yes.
Yeah.
And you listen
Yeah.
to your shepherd and you follow it, right? And if you're not
Yes.
in that quiet place, then there's too many noises out in the
Right.
world. So I think
Right.
that's great advice, not to be
Yes.
distracted and focus on other things.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. So I know that you have penned two books, right? And they each have their own story. But
Hmm.
let's start with that poetry book. Could you tell us a little bit about your poetry book and, where did these poems even come from?
The poetry book is inspirational poetry. It
Okay.
is uh I just started writing and God would wake me up in the middle of the night and I would keep a pen and paper right by the bed and I would sit and I would write. And when I wake up the next morning, all of the writings would be going uphill. And I was like, wow, that wasn't me. That wasn't me writing.
Mm.
That was him, because he would wake me up at 3 o'clock in the morning. And here I am at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm up and I'm writing. So it was a starting of an inspirational journey. And that's what I did. And a lot of the poems have um things that have happened to me in my life.
Wow.
uh Being a domestic violence survivor, being a substance abuse survivor, and all of that. So a lot of these things are just they're what could I say? They're my life. It's my story. It's my story.
And it comes from the heart, so then it reaches the heart, and then you
Yes.
allow yourself to be used as an instrument, as the pen, as the tool of God himself. And
Yes.
so it just kind of poured out of you from what I'm hearing. And I know
Yes.
one of the poems you kind of talked to me a little bit about, but I know you have like your top three poems. So
Hmm.
could you give us a little taste, about, what are those three poems about that kind of you like?
um One is Liquid Prayers,
Hmm.
which is matter of fact, it's the first poem in the book, is Liquid Prayers. And it's about the tears that you cry. And a lot of times those tears are God sees your tears. He knows your tears. So those are prayers. Those are prayers, because sometimes the words don't come out.
True.
So only thing that comes is the tears.
Mm.
So one is liquid prayers. One is hashtag I'm sorry.
Ooh,
And that was my bonus daughter. I call her my bonus daughter.
I like.
She and I had a little riff, and she called her dad one morning, and I said, let me speak to her.
Mm,
And that's where hashtag I'm sorry came from.
love
You
it.
know.
And we can
Yeah.
relate to that. We've all been there, either on one side or the other, right?
Yes.
Either you're
Yes.
getting apologized to or you're apologizing, but I love that. Those are great pieces. And was there one more? You got liquid prayers, hashtag I'm sorry.
Hashtag I'm sorry. Liquid prayers. Uh, Wait a minute. Hashtag I'm sorry. Liquid prayers. Hashtag I'm sorry. And then the title of the book is To Whom It May Concern.
Mm,
So it actually talks about how uh, this may be for you. This particular part may be for you.
right.
So to whom it may concern. Remember, well, see, I'm old school, but long time ago, whenever you would write a note to the school
Yeah.
for the child to be out of class, you would never put the teacher's name. You would put to whom it may concern.
Take concern,
So
yeah.
that means it's for whoever this is supposed to go to
That's,
whom it may concern. Yeah.
that's right. Each reader is
Yeah.
going to have their own poem that they can relate to. Um,
Right. Right.
so I know you have your own, like it's more of an autobiographical story as well, and that
Hmm.
is the Why Me, right? Is that
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
So tell us a
Yes.
little bit about that one.
Why Me is about my struggle with uh being uh being abused from my first husband, being abused mentally, physically, emotionally, and which led into my substance abuse. Um, so to me, for me,
Yeah,
the substance abuse and the domestic violence, they went hand in hand for me. You know, low self-esteem, all of that, and it started at a very young age. So that's what my story is about, and the fact that I'm a survivor.
yeah,
So and I survived it all.
that's
I
right.
survived it all.
And
Yeah.
hopefully your book can help someone else to be able to say, I'm a survivor, right? We
Yes.
want other
Yes.
people to have that testimony too. So that's awesome.
Yes, definitely.
Um,
Definitely.
so we know you're in the books, you're in our Facebook group, you're blue, you're evolving. But
Yes.
where can people find you if they want to find more about you? They're like, wow, this wonderful writer. How can I find out more about Debra Turner-Ray? Where on social media can they go and find you?
You can find me on Facebook under Debra Turner-Ray. You
Okay.
can find me on Instagram. Um, I also write poetry for uh obituaries, personalized
Nice.
obituaries, anniversaries, weddings. I do all of that. And my webpage is the5talents.com. If
Nice.
you go if you go into the book of Matthew 25, starting at verse 15, it talks about how God gave the man 5 talents,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
he gave him 5 talents. And when he gave him the 5 talents and the man used them wisely, he doubled the talents.
Instead of going and hiding it, which is what some people do.
Right,
Right.
right.
Don't hide your talents. It's not going to multiply. In fact, he's going to be
It's
upset.
right. It's not going to multiply.
Yes.
Right.
I love
Yes.
it. I love it. That's wonderful. Well, I'm hoping that my audience is going to reach out and, support you. I know I will continue to support you. And thank you for
Thank you.
being here. I appreciate you
Thank,
so much.
thank you so much. It was so nice. I appreciate you.
All righty.
All right.
Hi, neighbors. Can you believe who we met today? Yes, that was Ms.Debra-Turner-Ray. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye bye.